Yay. Welcome to week 4 of I Am Woman. I thought I would do a little intro into this week as well because it is something that we as women really lack. And a common theme that I see with pretty much everyone that comes through my space is we suck at honoring ourselves and our needs by people pleasing and not creating boundaries. So, boundaries, self-respect, and rebuilding trust. It all links into the themes that we've gone through each week. But this week, I am going to teach you how to create boundaries that serve you and actually don't need to come out of like a fear of offending other people as well, because I think that this is a big reason that we don't create boundaries in our life. But the reality is, our energy is a luxury. And we've got to stop giving it away to people who haven't earned it. And I thought I'd start with a story that a few years ago, so probably like, I don't know, not long after I left my son's dad, I kind of had this like realization that I just struggled with boundaries. I struggled with boundaries with him. I struggled with boundaries with his mother. And then I started to see where like it was playing out in other parts of my life, even with my own friends and family. Anyway, so I started creating boundaries and I was sharing those wins with some of my good girlfriends, and they actually ended up changing my name in their phones to Madison Boundaries Leonard. And it's a bit of an ongoing joke now because I've become so solid in creating boundaries that they'll often be like, "Oh, good job, Madison Boundaries Leonard." And it's really, when you actually think about it a little more deeper, it's actually quite nice to be referred to as that, because I do want people to see me as someone who is strong in their boundaries. And this week is all about me helping you, showing you, teaching you, and empowering you how to create your own boundaries. Now, we will go into a bit of a background as to what people pleasing and the link to boundaries is. And I wanted to start with saying, if you're always exhausted, anxious, or resentful, you're probably leaking out some energy through obsessing about the past, sending just checking in texts, over explaining yourself, saying yes when you so fucking want to say no. People pleasing, avoiding conflict to feel safe, and trying to keep everyone happy. So I want to start with you asking yourself, where did I learn that my worth came from being easy or agreeable? And by that, what I mean is, like, if you're always saying yes when you really want to say no, if you're always kind of like fitting in with other people's plans when really you don't want to, don't have time or energy, if you get contacted by your ex or your children's father and you're just fitting in with what he wants, I want you to kind of think about, like, where did you learn that doing that is a reflection of who you are as a person? And by doing these things, so whichever ones have stood out for you in this list, what does that protect you from? So by over explaining, what does that protect you from? If you over explain, does it mean people will be less likely to abandon you, reject you, not accept you, target you? And what are you scared will happen if you stop? Have a think about this and then come back.